outside, and just the car washed up and just. He was running in the 15th spot, like you said, every practice session.
Go. So prior to today, the only place where big trouble. That's the rookie Suarez up and over Regan Smith, the big one at Daytona in the Tri-Oval.
42 turned us right there. All right, just stop, Daniel.
Wow.
Yeah, that has the sign of like a throttle sicking or something.
Oh, looks like something came out of the car. Looked like the transmission blew, the engine blew, something locked up, but he went straight into the wall. That was some hard lick.
The caution flag saved Dale Earnhardt. He was only 4 seconds from going a lap down.
You see fire underneath there. That's just where everything's running.
It's down the inside of another car going into turn 1. Let's go on board with Stephen Chase Elliott there. Eric Jones looking outside.
Two cars get together in the back.
Oops. Oh, man. He got plowed by the 35 of Jason Keller.
Makes you wonder what happened before this.
Also, as you can see, was involved in the lap 1 incident, but
yeah, it looked like he probably cut that
tunnel turn 2, and it looks like the back end just went around on the car and slams hard into the outside wall head on. Jimmy Means and the Alka-Seltzer Pontiac gets by. A couple other cars gets by as he slides down into the grassed area.
You can see right there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, as you get to the later stages of these.
He raced up the racetrack. You see the 44 David Starr. He's trying to abort. He's up 3 lanes trying to give the 8 some room, but the 8 just spins around, comes up the track too quickly, catching both cars.
One thing that might be good for the 44 of David Starr is it didn't look like he hit the outside wall. He slid sideways into the tire barriers.
You can see he's still on the gas right there, trying to get the car turning back to the right. Probably would have been better off just locking it down at that point. You know, once he knew he wasn't going to hit the outside wall rather, it's best just to lock it down. That carried him a little bit more speed than he really wanted. That got him down here, and then he gets on the grass and ultimately gets into the tire barriers.
3,400-pound car into tire barriers, you're going to move them.
Yeah, Mark just goes into the racetrack. Obviously a major problem. You said he just came off pit road, so.
Watch this. You know, you put yourself in that position, things can happen, but you can see Eric McClure in that 14 came down, and that kind of created the contact. That's a hard hit, too. Good to see everybody.
The car on entry here sideways, and watch, Kevin, as he's spinning, he bumps that car and his wheels return to the right.
Oh man, that's just bad timing right there, because that car is going to go to the right anyway. Because
it's like there was some racing side by side going on, and Eric McClure got sideways and couldn't correct it and into the outside wall.
Oh, hang on. This can't work, guys. There it is. There's the contact. Stephen Wallace into the wall.
Big wreck behind you.
Can you believe it? 16, Colin Brown, also in. Is out again here at Mid-Ohio.
There we go again.
Oh, look at Yaley's car.
We see Davey Allison coming out, and there he does come into the pits and hits the car number 72 of Tracy Leslie as they were working on that car.
Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Mike, it's anybody's race right now. Don't count anybody in the victory circle just yet.
The California kid versus the 7-time champion. Green flag.
Let's see exactly where this started. Looks like Chastain got high, and then things started happening from there as others started to check up a little bit.
Looks like the 88 was involved. Ben Rhodes.
Under that last caution. Boy, something happened there.
Yeah, it has the making of a tire going down right there.
And look at this.
Oh boy, you can see some fast cars bearing down right there.
What happened here? Loy Allen crashing into the back of Brett Bodine. Well, where's Todd in all of this? He gets Ricky Craven just getting by.
Sure looked like something happened to
Brett Bodine earlier.
He slowed down, really slowed down quick because the 19, no way to catch anybody.
But it looks like maybe Swindell got into Keller a little bit and then just drove it in on him. Looks some sparks underneath.
They got together off.
Shepard and Bobby Hamilton collide. Several cars slide toward the infield. This is very reminiscent of last year's crash, but I don't believe we're going to see any cars get upside down. Let us hope not. Several slide to the infield and to the back.
Car is running well late. They're going, oh, Menard sideways. And he's going to kiss the wall.
Hang on.
They scatter to miss him, and somehow everyone does, but they're wrecking here. That's Conley in the black 14, sideways through the grass, and also the 16 of Ryan Reed.
Kinzer, as we once again look at it, you can see that 3 or 4 cars spun, hit the wall, slid to the inside of the racetrack.
Looks like he's okay, though. Another look at this thing, just gets sideways. He's patting the throttle up off the corner, trying to keep the car off the wall, but just can't do it.
Interesting position there for Danica Patrick, too, not knowing whether for sure.
Martin, 26 years old from Louisiana. This was his.
Nope, a little bit different angle. Well, you could see that Bill was just behind him, and I'm sure Greg thought he was clear and maybe come down on Bill just a little bit there. Well, it's hard to really tell when things like that happen.
What's really hard?
Nice push from him. Oh, trouble. Harvick's around.
Oh, got spun on the backside by the 43.
How many's it going to collect?
Hold the brake.
Oh, what a vicious crash. Eric McClure.
And yeah, it's through the S.
Tire down.
Yeah, tire goes down.
Right there.
Yeah, and Ray talked about the inexperience of some of these drivers, and here's
Drivers. You can see Brendan Gaughan get sideways there coming out of turn 4. The 6 of Ricky Stenhouse, just kind of an innocent bystander. They got caught up in that, unfortunately.
Colin Brown also gets swept up in it. Mike Bliss gets involved in it. It's just a chain reaction mess. You saw Kyle Busch take a look outside. Now we got a crash as the 30 goes around. The 44, the 08. Look out. Ouch. There's going to be a bang there. So that's James Busher. Then the 08 of Kyle Fowler also.
These cars are trying to get through it.
You see Morgan Shepherd looks like he must have some damage to his car. Rick Mascar's got some damage. Lake Speed's car.
Now Jimmy Hensley, I believe he
Get really narrow-minded.
How about 4 wide?
Well, that's an example.
Chase Pistone into the back of Eric McClure's car and sent him straight into the wall.
Yeah, you get paid to be selfish.
There we see the 2 cars to the inside. Bradbury goes up and boom in the outside wall. Already a lot of damage. And there we see the 81 car is smoking. It's like he hit the wall.
What happened here?
There it is off of turn 4.
10 car.
Gets hit from behind, maybe by the 6 car, Ricky Stenhouse, and then they all react. So a lot of times it isn't the action, it's the reaction.
It actually looked to me like the 10.
Oh, trouble back in the pack and into the wall. J.J. Yaley in the 28 gets turned around in the accordion. Tanner Berryhill torn up. Jeffrey.
There's Earnhardt back behind it. Here we are back up there, and Dorsey just gets slid right on out into the grass. No traction out there. The car.
He's not quite clear. Oh, man.
Yeah, your car tends through there, wants to go out towards the wall anyway, but like Jeff thought that he had enough of a run to clear there.
Trying to clear Ken Butler.
Wow. He let off on the gas, and all of a sudden he's up in the wall, and there wasn't somebody in the rear.
Yeah, and really that was just, he wasn't quite clear, but I think the reason he's upset is he felt like that he should have given him a little more consideration being on the lead lap. And 70, Brad Teague is 8 laps off the lead lap.
The pit area. Let's see if we can determine what happened here.
Well, a couple of cars got together. It looked like Derek Cope and Bobby Hillen might have touched. And there we see Dorsey Schrader coming into it with nowhere to go. And he hits the car number 98.
Well, we have the 15 getting sideways, and then Cale Conley's just in the wrong place at the wrong time, unfortunately.
And this is going to be a hard hit because I think I know where Cale Conley's going to end up. I've seen this play before. This inside wall. Ooh.
Yeah, there's safer barrier there now, which is a great move that the Speedway did and NASCAR mandating that happens.
Here, you see Loy's in trouble right there. He's backing towards the wall. He hits really hard there, but he has the presence of mind now. When he starts down the racetrack, he puts the brakes on and does not run towards these cars that are trying to...
And now up against the wall. He gets into the wall. Brian Scott trying to block into the wall, and he goes. The caution comes out again. Brian Scott doing what you said, trying to slow the momentum down.
Pushing him.
Oh, man. That was a hard lick right there. Yeah, misjudged just a little bit. It only takes that little bit to create a bad accident.
Past Jeff Burton.
And that had been going on for a long
There's
while.
There's Loy in the wall.
Well, Burton and the 18 just came together.
Let's see if we can get another look and get a better view as to exactly what transpired. That one was a pretty good idea. Let's see what we can get here. Here's Loy Allen after the crash. Oh, and he can't steer. Gave it a pretty good lick, didn't he?
Yep.
So Loy...
And that's Kwasniewski really just put himself and Chris Buescher in a bad spot.
Yeah, he just went in there and this
and continued. I don't think that was necessary right there.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that. Looked like Dylan clipped the bottom of the racetrack and then got up against car, then did what I call the classic arrow
area of the track. They're racing. Oh, and look at that.
14 blew a right front tire.
So unfortunate.
Bad timing for...
What happened to Mike Bliss? You can see that car take off to the right. I mean, just straight to the wall.
No help from anybody else, it looks like, which is a good thing, but wow, that was a big hit.
It had the making of a tire going down, but you would have to think in that situation that he would have been...
Watch the 42.
Off of the bumper. Of the 24 of Scott Lagasse, it looked like. And then they just kept wrecking at him.
So he blew a tire. See sparks flying before he gets to the corner. There's the aftermath. It's almost like that tire was going down, coming down the back straightaway. He was...
I mean, he don't need any brakes because he can't hit the brake. He physically cannot hit the brake. He can't pick his foot up and hit the brakes because he's out of it.
See, we're at speed right here. You see Lynette just looked like that. He got Sadler loose, who had to maybe get out of the throttle just.
Look how fast these cars are coming right here at real speed.
It's so hard to tell what started all this.
There was damage to the back of the 90. Not sure if that happened.
Oh, man.
The 19 cleared up, and let's see what happened. Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was Mike Bliss. Looked like he got really loose on the inside trying to pass Derek Cope. It's a hard hit for both cars.
Give you a different...
And that's Casey Roderick making his Nationwide Series debut in that 39, youngster from Georgia.
Smacks the tire wall.
You can see them. They get together. What started back there, we couldn't quite see that.
Ward Burton and Loy Allen.
As soon as he gets there, it'll almost become dead air.
Oh, there it is. The best car, we thought, all day long in a bump drafting mistake. Just went into the wall.
Number of big cars taken out in what is our third.
We talked about how treacherous and tricky it is back there through that kink. You got to make sure you got room to come up.
Bliss was running in 39th at the time, and he has taken that car to the garage.
Oh, wow, man, that was a hard lick.
Well, there's some sense of urgency to get with your teammate.
Oh, look out. Here we go.
Man.
Right into the wall, McMurray. Kyle Busch is involved. The 66 and the 99 of Waltrip goes around. Oh, and another late hit right there with McMurray unable to get the car stopped.
It's like Sam tried to thread the needle. Not quite enough room over the front bumper of Eric McClure. And then look what happened.
And it's tough to tell from that angle exactly who moved which direction, but
oh man, something happened to it right there.
He goes to the outside, and then the car's going to go down and hit the inside wall. I believe this might be at a part of the racetrack where there is no safer barrier. He had gotten it slowed down quite a bit.
look over far right of your screen, and it's almost in exactly the same position where he did the first time.
Yeah, it is. And you're not sure, you know, with having damage on the car, you don't know if maybe he cut something, tire rubber.
Have just a precautionary checkup.
And it looked like that Mike Wallace was sort of in the middle of a three-car deal there. His car got loose, and
his car did just exactly what Andretti's did. The back end started around, and he couldn't. Boy, it's hard to catch one once it starts sideways like that.
Attack with the white 20.
Like there was some contact there, and Kyle bumps into Larson, and it turns him to the left. Elliott Sadler hit there by Brendan Gaughan.
And there's the 54. You saw the impact.
3 wide, look out, contact the 88. He's around, hits the wall once. Another car spinning down the backstretch. That's Brian Scott, Ryan Truex, Brad Keselowski. He's involved. There's Almirola again.
You see the 84 car right here, Chad, but gets in the back of the 14 of Eric McClure and just turns him around. Both of them actually get turned around.
Yeah, it looked like that the 84 guy had a run there to the inside, and maybe
The throttle